It's the Germany Experience, the podcast about life in Germany as seen through the eyes of outsiders. I'm your host, Sean, and you can visit the website, thegermanyexperience.de, to find out all about the show, listen to past episodes, and more. And you can get in touch. Info at thegermanyexperience.de is my email address, but you can also go to thegermanyexperience.de/contact to get in touch with me. And I like when people get in touch with me. So please send me your thoughts. Tell me what you think of the show, or you can leave a review as well on the website. So this week we're discussing healthcare insurance. And this is something I'm commonly asked about by foreigners either in Germany or coming to Germany, because it's such a crucial thing. It's mandatory in Germany. So that means that foreigners at some point are faced with this issue. At one time or another, you're going to have to deal with the issue of healthcare insurance. So I decided to collect some of your questions and ask some experts. And the expert that I have is Nina, and she's from the Techniker Krankenkasse, which is one of the top health insurance providers in the country. Hello, Nina.
Hi, nice to meet you, Sean. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for taking the time to come on the show. So the thing is, Techniker Krankenkasse is very well known in Germany. In fact, if you just say TK or TK in German, everyone knows what you're talking about. So maybe you can just briefly tell me about TK.
Yeah, so TK is like one of the largest health insurance in Germany. Like I already mentioned, we have around, I guess, approximately 10 million customers. And the good thing is that TK is not only based in one province or one city, we're in the whole country. So everyone can visit us and be insured at TK.
And one of the things that I think is great about TK is that you also provide service in English. The signups are also in English, and you provide assistance in English, right?
Right, because we, over the time, we just found out that there are many people that are coming from different countries that don't even speak German, and German is a different and difficult language to learn.
Yes.
So that's why we invented a specified service for English-speaking people.
Okay. I think that's important, because even if your German is kind of good, like I guess someone moving to Germany might have anything between no German ability and maybe A2, B1. And that's fine. You can get by on that. But then when you're suddenly dealing with insurance terms and healthcare terms and stuff, then as a foreigner, you're out and you're just like, oh my God, I can't do this. So yeah. Good that's
and even the Germans sometimes have problems, even though they're speaking German, because it's their mother tongue. Because like insurance language is sometimes a bit different.
Yes, it is. TK offers a great service, and you can sign up in a few seconds. And if you are looking for health insurance, not you, Nina, I'm sure you have health insurance, but if the listeners are looking for health insurance and they want to sign up to TK, I have a link that you can use. You can either go to thegermanyexperience.de/TK, and that will take you to the sign up form, or in the show notes, I've linked to it. So it is an affiliate link. So if you do need healthcare coverage, if this is something you're looking for right now, you can sign up using that link, and you'll be helping yourself out, but also you'll be helping the show out if you use my link. So yeah, go and do it. Everyone wins. Just go do it. So let's get to the questions. As I said, I collected some questions that I've been asked in the past before. But also I went to my Instagram followers and asked them what they have as questions about healthcare insurance, and also a bit about healthcare. So Nina, are you ready to answer some questions?
I am ready.
All right. So the very first question is, and maybe this is too big and you can keep it to a high level overview, but how does health insurance in Germany work?
So let's start with anyone who chooses to work or study abroad for a while needs a certain amount of dedication, ambition, and courage. However, despite all the uncertainty you may feel on coming to Germany, you can be sure of one thing. During your stay, you will enjoy the protection of German social insurance. Like you already mentioned, one of the world's most efficient social security systems. And to give you a little overview, the German social insurance system offers comprehensive protection in the event of unexpected situations such as unemployment, accident, or illness. And it is based on the so-called solidarity principle. This means that every person insured contributes to the funding of the social insurance system depending on his or her financial capacity. However, everyone insured receives the same benefits. So if you're getting sick, you're always covered by your health insurance, and you can get the treatment from a doctor or even a doctor at the hospital. And in Germany, we have the two types of health insurance. Health insurance is the statutory and the private health insurance.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're going to get to the statutory and the private health insurance in a bit, because that's actually one of the questions. I think it's a very common question in Germany. But yeah, it is amazing. I think a lot of foreigners coming from their own countries where the healthcare in general is maybe not as robust as it is, are amazed when they get here to Germany and experience just, wow, it's really well organized, and it's really one of the high points, I think, for a lot of foreigners coming to Germany. So, Nina, the next question that I have is, what do I have to do if ill? How does it work in regards to, in general, or doctors and hospitals and specialists? How does that all work?
Yeah, for example, if you're getting like something like a headache, and you can always first visit your general practitioners. And if he thinks there's a specialist needed because there's more treatment necessary, he will give you a document. It's also called in Germany Überweisung. And with this document, you can go to your specialists. And when you go to a doctor, in general, you can just present your health card. It just looks like a credit card, and you always get this card at the beginning of your TK membership. And but the question maybe is, what if I have to go to the hospital? So if you need to go to the hospital, your doctor will always issue a hospital admission form. In emergencies such as accidents or severe illness, you can also go to the hospital without being referred by a doctor, of course. And if you are treated in hospital, you will have to pay a personal contribution of 10 euros a day for up to 28 days each calendar year. The hospital will bill you for this amount directly.
Yes, I discovered that when I was in the hospital last year. I had a very small operation done, and it was I was like, oh, I have to pay for this as well. But I realized that is just a normal fee that's separate, but it's very, very nominal, very, very small. Like you said, you can also get krankgeschrieben, and I think what happens when you're krankgeschrieben, the English word is when you're written off work because you're ill. I don't know if we've got such a snappy word in English. Krankenschreiben just explains it. Then you also can have, in Germany, I think you get 2 days where you can stay home sick and not do anything. But from the third day, as far as I understand it, healthcare insurance also covers if you need to get booked off and stay at home, for example, for a week or something. That part of those costs are also covered.
Yeah, so usually your company pays until your 6th week of sickness. They just continue paying your normal salary. And after this, we are helping out and continue your payments. Okay,
I see.
Yeah.
So the next question, and this is the big one, we touched on it very briefly earlier on, is so we have, as you mentioned, the statutory and the private, the Gesetzlich insurance and the Privat insurance. What are the advantages of private insurance, and is it worth it? But before we answer that, maybe you could just talk a bit about the level. I don't know if maybe you'll cover it in your answer. Like, what level can you get private insurance from, for example?
So maybe we can just do a definition. What is gesetzlich and what is private again? Because I think that's like a special thing in Germany. Not every country has that. So and within the statutory health insurance, we have the principle of solidarity, like I already mentioned. And all members are entitled to the same benefits, regardless of their income and how much they pay in contributions. So everyone gets the same. And the system goal is that everyone is helping everyone. For example, the healthy ones are paying for the sick. And this means that every person insured contributes to the funding of the social insurance system depending on his or her financial capacity.
Right.
However, everyone insured receives the same benefits. In this respect, health insurance operating cost covering, and we don't make any profit out of it. And on the other side, we have the private health insurance. Customers are insured by their personal risk, and always are, the risk is always individually. So this means that you have to be more prepared to pay. The more you pay, the better you're covered in an emergency. And in this respect, the goals of private health insurance are made to make profit. So that's the main difference.
Right.
In Germany, most of the people have to insure in statutory insurance. For private health insurance, you need a minimum income, which is currently in 2021, 5,362 euro and 50 cents. And in the year, 64,350 euro.
Okay.
And the minimum income change annually. So yeah, and if you have the decision between statutory or private insurance, it's always depending on your personal reasons. And it should be noted that with private insurance, you often have to do a health check in advance. Because of the health check, contributions can be more expensive. Treatments can be excluded, or even the membership is going to be canceled or rejected. Okay. In the statutory insurance, there's no health examinations or checks like this. Yeah. So if you have the choice between private and statutory, get detailed advice before signing up for a membership. And you're always welcome to visit our TK customer service, which we have in every big city, or contact us by phone 24/7.
Okay, that's a great question. A sort of a follow-up question would be, how much should private insurance cost? How much would you expect to pay?
I can't tell you a number right now, but if you want the same benefits like you have at TK or at any other statutory health insurance, you pay a lot of money.
All right. So it does cost you, but that's, I think it depends, as you said, on your personal circumstances. It could be circumstances that you need a bit of extra coverage. Okay. So why do so many specialists not accept new patients, or only accept them starting from a specific period? So this question is directed about specialists. I will just say, just an aside and separate from the question, I find this with doctors as well. Where I live fairly rurally, out ländlich, you could say, and it's out here. There is one doctor in the village, and
oh wow, okay,
it's full. So I'm in with him. But any new people that come to the village, or anyone that wants to switch to him, he just doesn't accept new patients. So I don't know if it's the same. Is it the same with specialists? Because I guess what people find is that they try to get a specialist and they don't accept new patients, or they say they can only start with this person from a specific period, maybe later on.
So first of all, I live in Stuttgart and I have the same problem.
Okay, so it's got nothing to do with...
Yeah. So one of those reasons may be the overloaded practice. Like if the doctor has so many patients that he cannot handle the mess of people, he may refuse to accept more patients, like in your case, and I guess in my case as well.
Yeah.
And absolute emergencies, like I already mentioned, you can always be sure to get an appointment immediately or to receive appropriate care at the hospital. Yeah. So the demand for specialists is high, and unfortunately there are not that many specialists. So because of that, the TK recognized that we can have difficulties finding an appointment, and that's why we created our special TK appointment service, where we are looking for a specialist in your region and arrange the appointment for you. And if you just want to find a doctor near yourself, you can always take advantage of the TK Doctor Guide. It's a quickly, conveniently, and easily way to find an expert for your health issues. And the TK Doctor Guide lists established doctors and dentists, but as well as psychotherapists. And plus, you can choose the language of your doctor. And when you find the right doctor for you, you can just give them a call and make an appointment.
Yeah, and that is vital. I think for a lot of foreigners, that's very important to be able to choose an English doctor, because obviously you want to understand the situation that you're in.
Yeah, true. And we're also offering, like, if you don't want to leave the house because of coronavirus or something else.
Yeah.
And we also have the TK Doc app, where you can also chat with your doctor via video chat, and they can also write your sick certificate and give you medication. So that's like something if you would tell me this 3 years ago, I would say, like, what? But now, we are offering this, and it's free of charge for every TK member. So you're always free to use this one.
Wow. So yes, it is the future, folks. That you can just hop on an app and get your diagnosis from a doctor through an app. That's pretty cool. Okay, so one of the next question that I have is, I think a problem that many people might face when they're looking at moving to Germany. They want to move to Germany, but they don't know yet where their residency is going to be, what their address is going to be. So the question is, I don't have a German address yet. Can I apply for health insurance without that?
Yes, of course you can. Even without a German address, you can apply yourself for German health insurance. But please, as soon as you know that's where you are going to live or to have the German address, send us or give us a call, send us the new address so we can send you the electronic health card.
Okay, easy. The next question I have is something that I guess you see around, but people might not really understand what it means. There's a lot of talk about IGEL treatments. Maybe you can explain what those are, because the question is, what are IGEL treatments?
So in the German healthcare system, most of the important examinations are covered. Individual healthcare services, that's what IGEL means, are medical services that by law are not part of the benefits of the statutory health insurance. So as the person insured, you have to pay for these by yourself at the doctor's office. And examples for individual healthcare services include medical, cosmetic treatments, special screenings, tests, pre-employment medicals, and certain laboratory tests. So these are maybe offered to you in a brochures or during a personal consultations with your doctor, but you always have to remember that you have to pay those by your own.
Okay, so those are separate and above what you're just naturally covered for. Okay. Another question that I've had a few times actually is how does it work with couples? Do they go onto the same insurance, and do they need the same type or policies of insurance? How does that work, Nina?
First of all, we already have one policy, so there's only one thing because everyone is getting the same out of the health insurance. But at the statutory health insurance in Germany, like TK, you can always insure spouse and children free of charge if they only have a low income or none at all. So this applies, for example, to family members who live in Germany or country that has concluded a health insurance agreement with Germany. The age limits for children's vary, so please get in touch with us if you want to have your family members covered by your insurance. If your spouse is also working in Germany, he or she can obtain separate insurance cover from TK.
Okay. That's kind of how it worked when I came to Germany. I came with my wife, and my wife had the job, and I didn't have a job at the time. And I had to be a dependent, obviously, on her medical aid. So that is possible. Couples do not need to go on the same one. As you said, like they could choose different companies or different policies and whatever else as well, except if they're dependents. So the last question that I have for you, Nina, are there any this is a typical Instagram question. Are there any insurers that expats should avoid? So I think that's a very difficult question to ask, especially that I'm asking someone from TK. So maybe we can look at what an expat should hope to get. What are you looking for? What is a good offer from a medical aid or from a medical insurance?
Yeah, like you already said, it's a difficult question for me. I don't want to say that you should avoid a particular insurer.
Avoid the rest of them.
You should trust your insurer, of course. Yeah. And TK is just like I said, we are named Germany's best health insurance fund by an independent market research institute. And we are quite well known for our services, especially not only the English ones, especially the digital ones. Okay. And life in Germany can be kind of bureaucratic, and we try to help our customers to make life in Germany as easily as possible. For example, we are offering a special service called Welcome Service to Experts. Not only that you are completely taken care of in English, but we inform you in advance how to find your way through the bureaucratic jungle in Germany. Plus, our English-speaking advisor team is available 24/7 by phone for you. And experts can bank on our experts even before they embark upon their stay in Germany. We send all your requested documentations in advance, also via email. Okay. And for instance, if you are looking for experts specifying English-speaking physicians at the new place of residence, and if necessary, arrange an appointment directly for you. And we pay particular attention to ensuring the swift recovery of experts, for instance, by making available all an in-house TK insurers can always call the TK Medicall to talk immediately to an English-speaking specialist who will give you expert answers to your questions. And this service is also available 24/7. So even on weekends or public holidays, you're able to talk to a doctor. And if you want to, you can communicate directly via video call or text chat. You're always welcoming to use our TK Doc app, which I already mentioned earlier. So yeah, and if you're getting sick, you must inform your employer in health insurance immediately, and you have your doctor issue a statement of fitness for work, also known in Germany as Arbeitsunfähigkeitsbescheinigung, a very long word. I think the word Krankmeldung is more common.
Yes.
But Arbeitsunfähigkeitsbescheinigung would be the perfect word for it. Yes. So this is a confirmation from your doctor that you're unable to work due to illness, and the certificate contains the expected duration of incapacity to work, diagnosis, and other information. Your doctor will either transmit the statement of fitness for work electronically to us, or will print this out on yellow or pink colored paper. In many cases, they will give you the yellow or pink colored paper, and you can send the statement of fitness for work via mail, or if you want to do it faster, you can install the English TK app, where you can just send us the Krankmeldung via phone within seconds. And it not only saves you time, it also saves you money, because you don't have to send it with a letter. And of course, you can also easily upload your private invoices via the app, or quickly download important documents such as proofs for the employer. So yeah, that's the service we are offering for expats. And yeah,
very good. And that's the kind of things that you should be looking for in a healthcare provider. There's those little things that make life easier for you as well. Like you said, that you don't have to send something via mail. You could do it via an app, or something. Things are available online. So those are the kinds of things that you can keep in mind when you're looking for a health insurance. And also, don't forget, you can sign up for TK. As I mentioned at the top of the show, you can use the germanyexperience.de/TK, or you can use the link that is in my show notes. It's quick. Apparently, you can sign up within a few minutes, and then I think it takes a few days, 5 to 10 days maybe, to get things approved and to get through the process. But the sign-up process is pretty quick, as far as I know. So, yes, that's all good. Nina, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the podcast. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Sean.